A mechanical issue on a school bus in the North Beach School District forced dozens of kids to evacuate. Now, parents are concerned about how the district handled the incident. You can hear the kids yelling and screaming. Surveillance video on the bus captured the moments the students realized something was wrong. About 30 kids were on their way to Ocean Shores Elementary School Wednesday morning when a heater hose ruptured in the back of the bus. It was leaking antifreeze and sending steam up the side of the vehicle. Once the driver could stop, the kids were taken off the bus, put on a different one, and eventually brought to school. No one was seriously hurt, but some parents are concerned the students were not evaluated by medics at the scene, and they're concerned about the lack of communication.
By the amount of fluid that was pushed into the vehicle that quick. You know, where are the material safety data sheets? You know, what's the absorption rate? You know, because my son's shoes, you know, were absolutely soaked. You know, what was the temperature, you know, of the fluids?
Assistant Superintendent Dave Wayman says the hose that ruptured is encased and it did not spray antifreeze on the kids. He says that bus is 7 years old and gets inspected every summer by the State Patrol.
Some parents in Ocean Shores are outraged at the North Beach Schools District after more than 24 students were put into a dangerous situation on a school bus. KOMO's Kara Kosnich reports a mechanical issue on that bus forced the children to evacuate, and some say the district should have handled that incident better.
Surveillance video on an Ocean Shore school bus captures the moment students realized something was terribly wrong.
Open the windows! Open the windows! What is it? We don't know!
On Wednesday morning, about 30 kids were on their way to Ocean Shores Elementary School when a heater hose ruptured in the back of the bus and started leaking antifreeze.
You can see the fluid all the way up here.
That's a lot of fluid.
Samuel Mason and Sarah Walton both had children on the bus. They're concerned over the way the North Beach School District handled the incident, including notification to all parents and providing immediate medical care to ensure every child was safe.
You know, what was the temperature, you know, of the fluids? Because obviously it was vaporized.
After the frightening incident, the kids were loaded onto another bus, brought to school, and later evaluated by the school nurse. Walton says her kids waited more than an hour for medical care.
And they both said they had stomach aches and their eyes were burning and they had headaches.
These parents are concerned the students were not checked at the scene when the fire department responded.
That runs the whole length of the bus.
Right.
Assistant Superintendent Dave Wayman says the hose that ruptured is encased and did not spray any kids. But Mason says his son had burns and wet shoes.
The buses that we purchased to begin with are the best buses available to us, and I think they all consider safety. And that we're not going to buy something that's unsafe.
The district says they'll take any potential lessons from this dangerous incident and make changes if necessary. In Ocean Shores, I'm Kara Kosnich, KOMO News.
Kara, thank you. The district says the bus is 7 years old and has been inspected every summer by State Patrol.
Port Townsend police say a 15-year-old girl is missing.